When Christmas time is over and presents put away, don't be sad. There'll be so much to treasure about this Christmas day and the fun we've had. So many happy feelings to celebrate with you, and oh, how the good times hurry so fast. But even when it's over, there's something you can do to make Christmas last. Please stand and sing with me on the white sheet inside your program. Goes like this. Keep Christmas with you all through the year. When Christmas is over, you can keep it near. Think of this Christmas day when Christmas is far away. Oh, you know it. Keep Christmas with you all through the year. When Christmas is over, save some Christmas cheer. These precious moments, hold them very dear, and keep Christmas with you all through the year. Christmas means the spirit of giving peace and joy to you. The goodness of loving, the gladness of living, these are Christmas too. So keep Christmas with you all through the year. When Christmas is over, save some Christmas cheer. These precious moments, hold them very dear, and keep Christmas with you all through the year. And keep Christmas with you all through the year.
Hello, my name is Bruce Crack, and I'm your trustee on duty today. On behalf of Reverend Donna Maurer and the Board of Trustees, I'm privileged to welcome you to the Sonoran Desert Center for Spiritual Living. Whoever you are, wherever you are in the spiritual journey, you are truly welcome here. Here you'll be validated, supported, and encouraged to be all that you're meant to be. Our vision statement, which is my favorite, is love in action every day in every way. We express this love by learning and living the principles of the science mind. You'll find that declaration on the back of your program. Please join me as we're reading. I believe there's an infinite intelligence operating throughout the universe. I believe this intelligent power is only good. I believe this intelligence expresses as me. I believe through my conscious use of this power, I create my life as happy, healthy, and complete. And so it is. Okay, well, let's hope you all stay and gather around and stay warm because it's cold outside, but yeah. I'd like to thank all the people that made today's Sunday special with all the sickness going on and colds and the rain and everything. I was always happy to see you in the seats to keep us warm and going. Okay, we'll go to the announcements. Is that covered? Yeah. Please turn off your phones.
The God in me beholds the God in you. It is all for our greatest and highest good. The God in me beholds the God in you, and you and I are one. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. It is all for our greatest and highest good. The God in me beholds the God in you, and you and I are one. Namaste. Namaste. Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm your practitioner in training today. I'd like to start this morning with a quick invocation for us. Breathing in, knowing that there is that one power, that one source, that one ever-flowing energy that we call God, flowing in, through, and working as us right here and now together. Knowing and affirming right now that that God is me. And it is everyone in this room. I know that there are blessings right now for this service, for Reverend Donna, for that thing called Donna, that thing called me, that thing called Gray, that thing called Bruce and Dawn. Knowing right now that everything was perfect and it was whole and complete. And so it is. So today we have words from Rosie. So please send out some love and prayers to Rosie, as she is not feeling well today. But she did send her talk, and so I'd like to offer her words for you today. I know that none of us is quite much a crabby tightwad as Scrooge, and we won't have to endure what he went through in order to know the true meaning of Christmas. Thank heavens. I think we already know. Sending a letter to Santa has got to be one of the purest traditions of the Christmas season. Every year, a child puts pen to paper and writes down his or her most sincerest wishes, the ones stored deep in his or her innocent, or in some cases mischievous, little hearts. Oftentimes, those wishes might be for something physical, like a bicycle or the new iPod, etc. But other times, the little ones ask for something so spiritual and selfless that it inspires adults to remember the child and themselves. Of course, others are just flat out funny, because kids only tell the truth. Here are some of 2017's best examples from Twitter. Dear Santa, I know what you said to me about listening to my parents, but things aren't going so good for that. Listen, I've been trying so hard, but things aren't working. So Santa, maybe you could help me by responses to this letter, because I'm trying so hard to get on the nice list. But there's 9 days left till Christmas, so that's a problem. I'm going to try to be good for the next 9 days, but that might not be enough. Just so you know, I got so lucky I opened my present early and got the Emoji Movie. Also, I forgot to tell you, but I want a droid building kit, Star Wars. So Santa, why don't you talk to Mrs. Claus and your elves? One question is, your wife's name really Merry Christmas? Love, Colin. P.S. Don't watch people when they're in the bathroom. It's embarrassing. Dear Santa, I want a bike and a game. And I want a Jack-in-the-Box. I'm a good boy, and I say please and thank you. I help people. I help them when they're hurt. I pick up my room and I do the chores. I made you a Christmas tree. I help Mommy know her way when driving. I help people in danger. I don't fart on people. I am bad when I throw toys and I say naughty things, but I love my mommy, Emma, Brenna, Aria, Sophia, Brady, grandmas and grandpas, Daddy the most. I enjoy reading, playing with my dinosaurs, playing outside, going to Lost City, playing games and puzzles, playing on the slide. Santa, I was very good. Bring me lots of presents. I love Santa. Henry Lewis from Michigan, USA, Earth. And the editor says, if I don't fart on people, won't get you a spot on the nice list, then what will? Dear Santa, from Elena. This Christmas, I would like an elf that wants to have a kid with them and wants a human home. If you do have an elf that wants all those things, please, well, if you want, please bring me one that is kind, one that is a lover. And if you can't give me one, then give me headphones. Dear Santa, you'd better, underline, better, bring my pony this year. Then on the bottom of the page it says, or there will be consequences. Catherine. Dear Santa, my name is Ella and I am 9. I have a question to ask you. What happens if you get sick on Christmas Eve? Would you have a backup, Santa, if that happened? Happy holidays. I only celebrate Christmas. P.S. Santa, how old are you? Because you've been around for generations. This last letter is from a little girl who wanted 13 things, including an ugly sweater, new clothes, a new pet, and a giant teddy bear. In the midst of it all, there is a plea for her brother, who gets bullied at school, to have some friends. Please, please, use your magic. Oh. And those are words from Rosie, our practitioner. So please send her some love, and I know there's a namaste from her to you in there. So, now begins the musical portion of our program. Our tale of Ebenezer Scrooge does not begin at Christmas, but the day after. Ebenezer Scrooge's life has changed since the coming of the spirits of Christmas past, present, and future. He has surprised Bob Cratchit and his family with the biggest turkey in the window. He has given a generous amount of money to the poor, surprising the men who he had shunned the day before. What? He's made amends with his new nephew. Hopefully amends with the music director, too. And in many years has spent Christmas with family and friends. But his greatest surprise is to come home the next morning as Bob Cratchit arrives for work.
Good. I'm early so I can catch Bob coming in late. I think I hear him now. 18 minutes late. Hello? What do you mean by coming into work so late in the day?
I'm sorry, sir. It only happens once a year, and it shall not happen again.
Bob Cratchit, I'm not gonna stand for this anymore. I'm gonna double your wages.
What did you say?
A Merry Christmas, Bob. I'm gonna double your wages, and I'm gonna endeavor to help your struggling family. We'll discuss your affairs later this afternoon over a Christmas drink.
All right, can I have 2?
We can have 2 or 3, my
All
friend.
right.
And for now, let's go light the fire so we don't freeze to death in here, and order some more coal before you dot the next I.
All right.
Let's go.
Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all and infinitely more. And to Tiny Tim, who did not die, he was a second father. He became as good a friend, as good a master, and as good a man as this good old city knew, or any other good old city, town, or borough in this good old world. Some people laughed to see the changes in him, but he let them laugh and little heeded them, for he was wise enough to know that nothing ever happened on this globe for good at which some people did not have their fill of laughter at the outset. And knowing that such as these would be blind anyway, he thought it quite well that they should wrinkle up their eyes in grins, as have the malady in less attractive forms. His own heart laughed, and that was quite enough for him. He had no further communication with spirits, but lived with a loving heart ever afterwards. And it was always said of him that he knew how to keep Christmas well, if any man alive possessed the knowledge. May that truly be said of us and all of us. And so, as Tiny Tim observed, God bless us, everyone. Thank you. Well, good morning. Good morning. Our combined theme and topic today is Christmas every day when we count our blessings. And Howard Thurman writes, the true meaning of Christmas is expressed in the sharing of one's graces in a world in which it is so easy to become callous, insensitive, and hard. Once this spirit becomes part of our life, every day is Christmas, and every night is freighted with anticipation of the dawning of fresh and perhaps holy adventure. So this is what happens when the divine enters the world through us. We see the story in the Christmas narrative of the birth of Jesus, which is the divine coming into human form. But we also see it in stories and fairy tales that have the same subtext. Why do we, year after year, watch Miracle on 34th Street, A Bishop's Wife, It's a Wonderful Life, A Christmas Carol, How the Grinch Stole Christmas? It's because each one of these stories are about the transformation that takes place when the human gives way to the divine. The Christmas stories that have become classics for all of us have within them that precious moment when the protagonist has an awakening, an aha moment that is the turning point of his or her life. The Grinch finds it when he realizes he cannot keep Christmas from coming by stealing presents, because Christmas is not about material possessions. Scrooge wakes up from his night with the spirits of Christmas, past, present, and future, vowing to alter his life, to keep Christmas in his heart throughout each day and year. George Bailey's quirky angel Clarence fulfills George's wish that he had never been born, awakening George to the most precious gifts of life, that of kindness, generosity, and love of friends and family. These stories captivate us because they are about our own individual struggle with our humanness and our divinity. Haven't we seen ourselves in Doris, Susan's mother in Miracle on 34th Street? She sees life as a problem to be solved rather than a mystery to be lived. And how often have we jumped into that and missed a wonderful blessing in the process? It is our own ego scars that cover the precious vulnerability of our lives. The Grinch carried such a grudge that he tried to keep the spirit away from the residents of Whoville. It caused Scrooge to be estranged from the very people who wanted to love him. When our hero or heroine suddenly realizes that life is precious, not because of its material value, but because of its spiritual nature and its intangible attributes of love, joy, harmony, peace, and connection with one another, that we rejoice in their transformation because we see our own in theirs. And the beauty of this is that once we make that connection, that each story in some way reflects our own, then we begin to see our own story in a different light. We are no longer individuals struggling to make sense of it all, but we're part of a never-ending story. And when we, through our own transformative insights, begin to see this larger, abundant life and claim it as ours, we are not only transforming ourselves, but the world as well. We are bringing heaven to earth. We are fulfilling the purpose that we came here for. And that's why you and I need to see our story, our unfoldment, as part of something much larger, something birthed from the beginning of time. We need to trust the finger that points us back to our infinity, whether it is the story of the Christmas child or the Christ child in a manger on Christmas Day, the longest night of the winter solstice veiled in an esoteric symbol and ritual, or Scrooge who transforms into a man loved and cherished by all. In those stories we find our core, that we are spiritual beings in a human experience, that we are that which is infinite, covered by muscle, tissue, and skin. And together, you and I are divinity clothed in humanity. Thank you. Namaste.
So it goes like this. Life is full of sweet surprises. Every day's a gift. The sun comes up and I can feel it lift my spirit. Fills me up with laughter, fills me up with song. I look into the eyes of love and know that I belong. Bless us all who gather here, the loving family we hold dear. No place on earth compares with home, and every path will bring me back from where I roam. Sorry. Makes me want to cry. Please stand. Bless us all, and as we live, we always comfort and forgive. We have so much that we can share, and with those in need we see around us everywhere. Let us always love each other. Lead us to the light. Let us hear the voice of reason singing in the night. Let us run from anger and catch us when we fall. Teach us in our dreams, and please, yes, please, bless us one and all. Bless us all with playful years, with noisy games and joyful tears. We reach for you and we stand tall, and in our prayers and dreams we ask you, bless us all. We reach for you and we stand tall, and in our prayers and dreams we ask you, bless us all.
Thank you. Okay, it's time for our offering. Again, I think this center is so blessed to have such cheerful givers. It really makes a huge difference to know that we not only serve our center, but the people around us. Having volunteer dinner next Friday, and the following Friday, the kids are having a dinner here that is hosted each year by the Rotary, and I wanted to say also, Ooh La La supplies a lot of jewelry, and so the kids go down to that last room and they pick out pieces of jewelry for their moms and grandmas and wrap it and then bring it back. And that's part of the party that they do, is to be able to give their mom and grandma a Christmas present. And so through Ooh La La, we're very involved in that as well. So, yeah. So Christmas does come every day. Okay, won't you join me in the offering affirmation? My gift goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless all that it touches. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I share generously of my good, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly, and so it is.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Thank you. So I simply take a moment to count my blessings, to give thanks for my family, for my spiritual family, for my furry family, and know that these are the gifts of God that make my life abundant. And what I know is true about me, I know is true of each one of us here. That this life is good and very good. No matter the glitches along the way. And we do bless those who are not here because of illness. We see speedy recovery for each and every one. And I speak my word for anyone experiencing any kind of a challenge, that the power and presence of God is right in the midst, making easy the way. So I release these words into that law of mind to do its perfect work, as we say together, and so it is. Thank you so much. And stand and sing Stand. A little circle today. Yeah, let's start over there. Yeah, pretty much.
Uh-oh. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. So let there be peace.